everyone, Stalkystorm back again for another week. Just going to do a very quick update this week. I say that a lot and it ends up being about 20-minute videos, but this week I will keep to my word. It's been a very basic week in gaming this week. Started off, jumped back into COD for a few games on the one night. Ended up playing 3 games. It was just after a recent update where there's been quite a few changes apparently, and I feel like it was feeling that way. The controller didn't seem to be responding. It sounds like an excuse, but yeah, I want to go back and have another try because the internet was playing up that night too, so I know where I had connection issues, but my controller really wasn't feeling right, and I was back on the actual TV rather than the smaller monitor as I spoke about last week, I think it was, with my new setup. So I don't know whether being back on the big TV as well was playing up, but didn't have too great a games that. So I was a bit frustrated. I gave that a bit of a miss for the week. I'll get back into it this coming week. But from there, I jumped into Anthem, brand new game, the big one from BioWare. That's been lots of talk about. Did the first impressions video, so go back and check that. It's only a 31 this time instead of the 1 hour of the Crackdown 3. I quite enjoy it. I've probably put in about only 6 to 8 hours of it now, so not a whole heap, and I'm really enjoying the game. I don't know what it began very early, so maybe it drops off a bit later on, but I'm really enjoying it. Sort of, it's scratching that Mass Effect itch I had. I can see where this could have been perhaps a Mass Effect. Instead of killing that franchise, it could have continued it on with the way this game goes, but alas, we have a completely new series and I'm enjoying the game. The one big gripe I have with it is EA servers are shit, and it keeps disconnecting me from the game. I'll finish off one mission and all of a sudden I get sent back to the home screen because it says unable to connect, you have been disconnected from the server. Everything else is working fine my end connection wise, so it's got to be their crappy little servers or their connection, and that is really frustrating, especially as I'm just pretty much playing through solo. I'm not doing the co-op stuff, I'm not doing any public lobbies unless you go to the free play mode, which has to be public. Don't really like that. I don't want to have to associate with anyone else at any stage in the game, but I did it for one mission that you had to do early on, and I didn't really see that. I saw the names, but they were far off in another direction, so I never interacted with them. But I'm glad that for the actual proper story missions you can set it to private and just do it solo. Again, as I mentioned in the first impressions video, one thing I do like is the fact it's got a story. Unlike Destiny when it originally came out, this one seems to actually have a history and they actually tell you, just don't say we don't have time to tell you why we don't have time. That was the worst line. Whoever put that in and thought it'd be good. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm enjoying that. Second gripe, actually, still only calling the freelancer. When you got an in-depth story like this, give me a name. Everybody else has names. Everybody else has histories and backstories. You've sort of got a backstory as well. Won't spoil it. Not that it's really spoiled because it happens in the first few minutes. But yeah, don't just call me freelancer. Give me a goddamn name. But other than that, so I've been playing a fair bit of Anthem, loving it. Might do a follow-up video this week as well because I just want to do a second touch base after a first impressions type thing, just to continue on saying how good it is because it is fun. And other than that, I just jumped back in the Realm Royale. After not having much luck in Call of Duty, I jumped back in the Realm to see if I could get some Crown Royales, and I got 2, as you would have seen from the gameplay footage this week. I got 1 Crown Royale with the Hunter, 1 with the Assassin. It brought to light the fact that I actually hadn't unlocked the achievement for winning a Crown Royale, which I was a bit annoyed at, because I have won it as Warrior previously. So I should have another achievement as well where you get for winning with 3 different classes, but at the moment saying I've only won it with the 2. But yeah, back into that. And as you would have seen, yesterday's gameplay was the fan requested Tetris. So, as I said, I'm going to keep this very nice and short, keep it under the 5 minutes, as my phone can only record 5 minutes at a time. So that's been my gaming for the week. Hope you enjoyed this nice little quick update. I'll see you all next week. Keep on gaming. Stalkystorm out.